My name is Kristen Gem. I'm a board certified physician assistant, and I've been licensed since 2012, and I got into the industry about a decade ago. So there's been some pretty dramatic changes in the industry over the past 10 years when it comes to energy devices, particularly in skin tightening. We're all pretty familiar with the skin resurfacing lasers and that you can get a little bit of some modest tightening out of it. Radio frequency microneedling hit the market, and we all wanted it to do something that it just can't. And many years later, we're all seeing that. We're seeing the limitations. We're seeing what it can do and can't do. So that big hole that was left in the technology base, especially for non-surgical med spas, was better skin tightening. Patients wanted that non-surgical option. They want something that's not painful, that has minimal downtime, that fits into a busy social life, but also produces results. I really try to first and foremost listen to what the patient needs are, and then from there I'll make a list of all of the different types of technology, brands, different types of devices that are available, and do a deep dive on them. I first started looking at these types of subdermal skin tightening almost immediately once I opened up the doors here at Fuse, so going on 3 years. So it's been a slow, kind of always in the background assessing these different technologies. So I really did a deep dive into each brand and each type of device. They're all similar, but also have some drastic differences amongst them. So looking at the type of energy that's being delivered, the safety profiles, the comfort, again, the companies that back them. What's it going to be for my patient's day? How much time am I booking for the appointment? What's the turnover, consumables? All of that is what I really looked at. And at the end of the day, it became blatantly apparent that ILaser was sitting at the top of my list when it came to ease of use, patient safety, price point, consumables, and especially the type of laser that is being used. Diode for me is just leaps and bounds safer and more controllable versus a radio frequency based heat energy. I mean, hands down, the best selling point for this to get patients booked is the fact that I'm so excited about it. So there is rarely a patient that comes in the door that I'm not talking about ILaser with. Whether you're in for a Botox appointment, for filler, for skincare, it's coming up and we're talking about it. Our patients always look to us to say, what's new? What's coming in? What are you looking at? What did you buy? Because they know that we love our devices and our technology. So I keep the device right in my room. It sits directly across from my patients. So I always say, you see that sassy little girl over there in the black box? That's going to be your new best friend. And the conversation is just really honest and it flows. Almost everybody has an indication for ILaser in one way or another. So it is a very, very easy pitch. I believe in it full-heartedly. Nothing about my communication about it is pressured or false or leading in any way. I don't push this on people. I talk about the technology, about what it does, honest about recovery and downtime, and people come up to the front desk to check out for their Botox and they say, I want to get on the books for the ILaser. So there's rarely a day that we're not doing something with that device. We really hit our initial patient base first. I don't think we're running any ads for it right now. There's no paid marketing or advertising happening right now for ILaser. We will be doing that after the beginning of the year. But this first 3.5 months that we've had it, we've been hitting all of our patient base with it and then getting referrals from their friends and family. We have a lot of women that are now dragging their husbands in to now get their necks tightened. This is great for the non-invasive facelift, neck lift, carving out the submental fat, and then body contouring. We're doing a ton of arms, legs, tummies. The fact that you can permanently melt fat and you can tighten skin makes this, I call it my magic wand, I really do. It's just been very, very easy. We're gonna have this device paid off faster than any device I've ever brought in. For a higher ticket price point item, I have never had a procedure be so easily bookable. There is no kicking and screaming and people thinking that it's not a good deal. It's rocking and rolling, and we use this device all the time. I really like time under tension with this just to keep getting better. So we have been doing anywhere low end, it would be 15 cases in a month. High end would be over 20. It really depends upon the week and the day for everything. The patient feedback has truly been phenomenal. I can with full confidence say that it's outperforming my best expectation. The results are far better than I ever expected them to be, even on patients that we still haven't seen their final results yet. Even just 1 month out. So swelling's gone, initial inflammation's gone, we're still blown away by what we're seeing. Patients that I would have otherwise referred to surgery and they say, no, I didn't want surgery, I'm happy with anything that I get from this. I mean, I can now confidently say that I'll take surgical cases and can make you quite happy without the scars. Especially like arms, I've been so impressed with. Really every body area that we've treated so far, everybody's been happy. As of right now, even without seeing their final results, we have 100% patient satisfaction, which is, I mean, virtually unheard of. I think you're doing your patients a disservice by being an injectable only and not looking at energy devices. And patients are getting savvy. They don't want just fillers. They don't want to just be filled constantly. Trends are moving over time. I would say in general, the industry is injecting less dermal fillers now than they have in the past. Patients want a more natural looking outcome. They don't necessarily want to have foreign bodies in them. Even when it comes to PDO threads, patients, while they may have a good indication, they might not be as comfortable with that. They don't want something left behind. This is going to help tighten your patient's skin. It's going to help reposition some tissues. It's going to make your injectables look better. So your patients are going to be happier. You're going to keep a lot more of that business in-house. If you're trying to tighten skin with injectables, my gosh, you're just going to be chasing your tail. You're just going to keep inflating somebody until they look alien-like, as opposed to actually treating the cause. So you can use fewer injectables and replace that with ILaser to tighten and reposition, then go in and fine tune with your injectables, give somebody a much more natural, longer lasting result. They're gonna love you, they're gonna stick with you forever.